Welcome to the Brent Weinbach podcast. My name is Brent Weinbach, and I'm here with Jona Bechtolt and Claire Evans.
Hi.
Hi.
And you probably know these two from the band Yacht, but they're here in a sort of different capacity to some degree, I would say. Although I feel like Yacht is a pretty creative band that ventures out into other things than just music, I think, right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And by the way, music is also a big component of the project that I think we're going to be talking about here. So, they are behind a project that is for a video game console, but it's not exactly a game. It's an experience. You created a TV network for a handheld console called the Playdate, which is okay, sorry, I'm doing all the explanation.
No, it's actually so cool to see someone else explain it because it's so hard to explain.
Okay, the Playdate, for anybody who's not familiar, is a handheld system that is features reduced kind of graphics, black and white. It uses a crank. And it's very, it's very
high tech, low tech.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it definitely seems high tech, but it's also
constrained. Yeah,
purposely constrained.
Exactly.
In a kind of nostalgic way.
Well, the display is 1 bit.
The display is 1 bit. Okay, so
because it's either on or off. That's what's going on here.
I see.
There's no gray, right?
Yeah, there's no gray. There's either on or off.
Oh, I see. It's just okay, got it. Yeah.
But the display,
that's not just our game. That's all games. That's the system. That's a constraint on the system.
Yeah, but it has a very high frame rate.
Because the idea is this is 1-bit television. I mean, is the pitch. So anyway, they created this.
Yeah.
Co-created.
Co-created. JJ
Stratford. Whole team. Okay. Mike Merrill.
They created this TV experience for the Playdate.
Yeah.
And it's a whole. I mean, it's a
Earlier
whole TV network.
You said network, but it's 11 networks.
Yeah, it's a network.
It's 11. That's right. Okay, so you see the networks, but how many shows is it?
55.
Well, 55 if you count some of the ghost channels, as we like to call them internally.
Okay, so this is a huge...
It's not a number. We're not playing a numbers game, though.
But it's a huge undertaking,
Enormous,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, they made 55 kind of shows, including ghost shows or whatever.
Yeah.
And how many networks?
11.
11 networks. So 5 a show, 5 a network or whatever.
5 a network.
And
it's non-demand, so you can't move into the future and select something. You can't watch every episode of the show.
It harkens back to the way that we used to watch TV, which was not when you want, or not what you want when you want. I guess it's when you want to watch, but it's whatever's on.
Yeah, more appointment television, where you want to watch something that's coming up, you got to wait for it to come up and watch it. And you just enjoy it in the moment, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Except it does come back because this is on a loop.
This is what the program guide looks like.
This is the electronic program guide.
Yeah. And it tells you what's coming up on a channel and what your what show it is or whatever, and it's kind of giving you a little taste of some of the shows, I guess, or some of the
you're getting the names of the shows. All the shows are 1 minute long, so they're all super self-contained, but they're all tonally very different. So there's soaps, and big spoiler, you're in an episode, you're in a show.
I'm in one.
You're in one of them.
It's a morning show.
It's amazing.
It's one of the favorites.
Does that go on earlier in the program?
I mean, we had this thing because it's on a loop. And it's everything's a minute long and it takes place on a different planet. We tried to never talk about time explicitly because it's just too much of a can of worms.
Right.
So it's morning vibes.
Yeah.
But it's not on in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's on at the same time as other kind of morning coded shows, if you will.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. So what happened here? All right, so, by the way, this thing is called Blippo Plus.
Okay? Nice.
Blippo Plus.
Blippo Plus.
So, Blippo.plus is the website.
So who reached out to who? Did somebody from Playdate reach out to you guys or what?
Okay, so Panic is the company.
Panic.
That made the Playdate, and they're a video game publisher. They started in 2008 making video games, but they've been a Mac software company
for 20
years, 25 years or something. And... yeah, the first game they made was Firewatch, or that they published was called Firewatch in 2018.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah.
Good game.
And then Untitled Goose Game, huge.
Yeah, I know about
hit.
that too.
Yeah. Anyway, 10 years ago, they approached us
Wait, how long?
10 years ago.
Straight up
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So the Playdate, like making hardware is impossible. It's so hard.
Uh-huh.
So 10 years ago, they showed us a prototype of the Playdate.
No kidding.
And they said to us, if you ever want to make a game for this, tell us what you want to do and we'll publish it. We'll support you. We'll help you do it. And we were touring for years and years and years. And that was in the back of our minds. And I wanted it to be something really good. And then COVID happened and we actually had time to like stop and think about stuff.
Yeah.
So there was this moment where Trump had COVID. You remember that moment, that feeling? He might die. He might die.
I remember something about that, yeah.
And in that moment, something hit me when I was like, okay, I want to make a game that happens in an electronic program guide. So it started with this kernel of like messing around with.
I love how you think those are somehow related, like one leads from the other. Like Trump had COVID, and so of course I thought of the electronic program guide. But that's just Jona's brain.
They are related somehow.
But it's television, I guess.
We had the space to think about it, and I don't know. In that moment, it felt like there was a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, and Jona had this instinct that like video, because like this platform is like most people were doing kind of like, you know, like pixel art kind of games, like pretty, really cool, but like there was no video. No one had done like live action video for this console, and Jona was like, it would probably look really cool.
Yeah.
To like run videos, we started testing it, like just putting videos on it and like.
That's the cool thing about the system too, is that every system is a development unit, so anyone can make a game for it.
Yeah.
So there's like a rich, like indie developer community of people making all kinds of like games and apps. There's like a calendar app.
Yeah.
It's like a weather app.
People make amazing stuff for it.
But Jona started testing these videos and they just like looked amazing because it's 1 bit, but it's a high frame rate, so it has this kind of like, it's like kind of the resolution. It looks really good. Like it looks quite like when we can look at a video on this later, but like. For one, it like reads as video, like you can really see what's going on, but it also has this like amazing texture to it.
Yeah, and on the device it feels like a hologram or something because it's like it's not meant to play video.
Anyway,
yeah,
our friend JJ Stratford is a video artist who shoots exclusively on analog broadcast cameras. We'd like made a music video with her before, and we like loved her work, and we loved her like vision of how to make things, and we were like, if we're gonna like have an opportunity to like put video on this device, like only one person can like be behind the camera for this basically, and so we reached out to her and her partner and like started building this idea together as like a network of shows.
We'd already been playing a role-playing game with her, this game called Shadowrun. It's like a cyberpunk game. And
I played Shadowrun for Super Nintendo.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I've never
what
played
are
it.
You playing it on?
We were playing it like the physical, like the.
Back. Okay, got it. Yeah.
But this was COVID, so it was over Zoom. We were like using one of those like.
Okay, I played the video game version of Shadowrun.
I guess of course there's a video game version of it.
Yeah.
There's a Genesis one and a Super Nintendo one. They're different games.
Is it fun?
It's cool.
It's a cool world.
It's it's a classic cyberpunk adventure.
With dragons though. It's got dragons. At least the game,
there is dragons. There is indeed dragons. There's definitely dragons.
There's orcs. Yeah, we can get it. I mean, we can get into that. But anyway,
we never played a role-playing game before, and we were playing that
badly because like I hate all the dice rolling. It's like,
but it was so fun just to like make up stories together, and so that kind of led into making up this entire world.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So at first, were you thinking, how do we make this a game, or did you think, you know what, let's just not do the game aspect, let's just make this a cool experience?
Ding.
So what was it? You just were feeling like you couldn't. Your mind wasn't really there to sort of figure out a game aspect.
Well,
to it.
just that we've never made a game before, so like I think it's always like really interesting when people who are not like native to a medium try to make something, because then they just like have no preconceived notions of what the thing should be, and they're kind of naive and they don't know what they're getting into, and maybe they bite off like way more than they can chew, which is true for us in this project. But so we were like, we'll just make something we think is cool, and like whether or not it's a game, like. It doesn't really matter, like as long as people are having fun with it. Like,
And I mean, there are a lot of quote games that are not really games that are on consoles that are just really more experiences. And in fact, even going all the way back to Nintendo, there was it's not a game, but it was an application or whatever you want to call it that was called Taboo: The Sixth Sense, and it was a tarot reading experience
for original Nintendo.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I have it. And it's a 10-minute experience, which is crazy to me because what if somebody bought this cartridge?
Yeah.
And I don't know how much it was going for, but let's say it was $40 or $50, they get that's a 10-minute experience out of it, and I don't know how much replayability there is.
Yeah. Is it like you like can do the tarot and it's like a different like spread every time?
You
like,
put in your birthday
like
and you put your birthday in and stuff, and I think it's
the same. The same cards come up every time? No.
I don't know.
I bet it's like
forgot.
different. You know.
Maybe it might be different. It might be different. Yeah, it probably is different, right? It's probably random what cards come up, but it's still not. There's not a ton to it.
There's not a lot of there.
There certainly was there's no game to it.
Yeah.
And that's just interesting that it was on Nintendo, you know?
Yeah.
But there's definitely a lot of modern stuff where, you know, there are just definitely more experiences, you know.
There's so much experimental stuff out there.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
And that's something that we have always loved doing, is like using things wrong, using things incorrectly.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's not even, I mean, these days it's not incorrect. I mean, there's definitely experiences. So, okay, so anyway, you go, so then you said, okay, let's just make a bunch of TV shows. Originally, was it just, let's make 5 shows or something?
No, it was always too many.
Always way too many.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did you cut them down?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was 12 show, like 12
no.
weeks. Well, there's also like we didn't mention this, but there's like a time-based element too. So it's like all this stuff, there's 55 shows, there's 11 channels, but that happens 11 times or 10 times, kind of 10 and a half, if you will.
Oh my God.
That's a spoiler. So like every week you get an entirely new installment of all of the shows on the network, right?
That's
so
right.
There's like initially it was going to be longer than it is now.
And let's talk about why we did that. So it was the way that the Playdate works is that you buy a season of games for this device, and every week 2 games appear on the device. You don't know what the games are. They're wrapped in wrapping paper, and then you use the crank to unwrap them. It's a beautiful little experience. So we designed this from the ground up to be part of that season system.
Yeah.
So the first season had 12 games. So we thought, we have to make 12 weeks of TV. So that's a lot of shows. That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
And we did that. And then they told us that the second season was only going to be 6 weeks long. So now we have 6 weeks that extend past the season 2 amount of games.
Oh, yeah.
So today is the day that season 2 ends. But we have 6 more weeks of Blippo that's happening.
So people are getting just more.
Yeah.
They're just getting bonus content now.
They are,
basically.
yeah.
But they're all watching it in real.
We don't use that word. We don't say content.
They're all watching it in real time. So it's like it's all everyone who's watching is watching the same thing at the same time. They're all locked to the same clock, and then they get like a new installment every Thursday at 10 a.m. And so then everyone's like, "It's Thursday. What's on?" You know, like
and
it's cute.
So this is the Playdate connects to the internet.
Yeah.
High tech, low tech.
Yeah. And I mean, a thing with a crank connects to the internet. That's pretty cool, huh? And
although we didn't mention that there was a crank, but there is a crank, just so everyone knows.
Yeah, there's a crank, and
it's just an input device. It doesn't like power it.
Everybody wants it to power.
It's just it's another control part of the controls basically. I mean, it's and it's implemented usually in a lot of the games. You use it.
In fact, Mike, if you want to turn the crank, we can make this move right now. So the EPG, the electronic program guide, scrolls on its own, but then you can also use the crank.
Oh, look at that! Now it's
So
scrolling different.
Down, you can go choose whatever show you want.
Yep.
But whatever, it has to be one of the shows that's playing right now.
Yeah.
You can't go in the future. Yeah. Anyway.
So, okay.
Mike, go ahead and choose a show, too.
Well, let's not. Come on.
I mean, just we don't have to talk about it. We'll just put it on.
But I feel like if it's on, we're all just going to be, like, looking at it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So, well, I mean, let's look here. Okay, let's look. Let's look at it.
This is called Let's Teak. It's like an Antiques Roadshow style show.
Yeah, it's not
this is sort of an example to people, like, what this looks like, you know?
Keep cranking.
Oh,
this is a dancing show.
This is called Party Music Nonstop.
Wow. So, look, this is so impressive how many shows you guys made for this.
Yeah.
And even if they are just 1 minute, it's still... I think we talked about this when we were shooting our thing, or my thing, the thing I was in, that is.
Yeah.
Is that... you're right, we are just looking at this.
Yeah, go back to the program.
Is that... even if it is only 1 minute, it's still... You have to shoot it. And that is a whole production.
Totally.
Well, think about commercials. Like, people spend millions of dollars on commercials that are 30 seconds, 60 seconds.
It's just like the idea of something, just because it's short means it's easier to do. It's
and
not,
a minute
that's not
is
true.
Like an eternity, actually.
You still have to make get the costumes and do whatever the props are. I mean, all the production that's involved. It doesn't matter if it's a minute or if it's a half an hour. You still have to put it all together.
Yeah. It has to have a beginning, middle, and end. It has to have a theme song. It has to have titles. It has to have costume
makeup.
Graphics
and everything.
Graphics.
I wanted to ask about that too. That's one of the most impressive things was all the different graphic designs that are involved. I mean, there's so many. Was that all you?
That's Jona.
Thank you. Yeah.
So every show has its own kind of branding and its own its own angle, its own character. And even in the fonts and stuff. And are some of those fonts? Are they
I drew so this main font that's in the EPG right now. I drew that by hand, pixel by pixel.
Which one? The Blippo?
Just like the text.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I saw an EPG from the 90s that I was like obsessed with.
Yeah.
If you go on YouTube, you can just search electronic program guide and see like lots of different
You can do that.
You can do that. But this is based off one that Cox, the cable service Cox, offered in like 98 to 2002.
Yeah, COCKS.
In
case you guys are trying to look it up. Just go on the internet and type in COCKS.
Yeah, then you'll get exactly what John is talking about.
Yeah.
And
anyway, yes. But Claire drew some fonts too.
Yeah.
Well, are all the fonts original fonts, or did you use any pre-made fonts?
Both.
Yeah, both. And there's a couple things too where like the fonts or like the on-screen graphics are like original like titling machine and original like video graphics, like old like actual like production equipment, and that's stuff that JJ's really good at. Like
with your show, with Wake Up Universe. So I drew the logo, but then JJ animated it on a Fairlight, which is like a video synthesizer that's very rare, very hard to use, and JJ's like a master at it. She's so good. Yeah.
Now the scripts for everything they were all written by you. It seems like based on the credits that I was reading. And stuff.
Yeah.
So you wrote
55 shows.
Hold on.
Hire me. I wrote 55 shows.
550 scripts.
Yeah.
Well, 1 minute scripts or whatever.
Yeah. I know,
it's
so insane.
So basically 550 pages.
Yeah, if you will.
Or something.
Something-ish, yeah.
And why was that the case? Why did you get that? Why were you going to be the script person? I mean,
I don't know. I'm the writer in the family. I don't know. It's like, that was my job. Everyone has a job. That's mine. Yeah.
Claire's an award-winning...
I'm a journalist. But like, I've never written this kind of thing. It was really fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like, my only point of reference for like what something is that's funny, that is like this kind of format, is basically like Bugs Bunny cartoons. So that's like the tone.
Yeah.
Really,
it's got a very Bugs tone.
It's Trey Bugs.
Bugs Bunny, okay.
It's Bugs Bunny like pass through the sieve of just like, okay, like for your show, for example, like it's loosely inspired by like Regis and Kathy.
Definitely.
It's like a morning show. So I watched like a zillion hours of Regis and Kathy, and it just like internalized like that tone.
I think
that, and then Bugs Bunny did.
Aren't there some scenes even that are kind of pastiches almost of actual interactions that they have on
there's
the show?
A lot of Easter eggs where it's like there's moments, for example, where like there's a scene where like you're talking about your character's talking about how you have like you think you have bursitis, and that's like a thing that that was an exchange between Regis and Kathy like pretty early on, and being like, my shoulder hurts.
Maybe the first episode of
Regis and Kathy. I want to like bury all these little Easter eggs of like to the history of television, that if someone is like either like as much of a head as I want them to be, or like a nerd about finding things on YouTube, they'll be able to be like, oh, that's something that like Kathy Lee said in 1983.
Yeah,
now it's like
cool.
in this show.
Or they could see, what is this a pastiche of? It's obvious. I mean, Wake Up Universe is pretty obvious, but if they were to look at clips of that show, they could see the parallels or see where it comes from. That is,
some of it is a mishmash too. Like there's a show called Worf's Tavern that's like, it's Cheers meets Doctor Who meets Star Trek kind of. So it's like a bar. It's a bardus. It's like a bar that travels around the universe and into different dimensions, and like has different patrons that come in all around. But it's basically Cheers. Like, it's just like a guy behind the bar talking to people. And that's just like, these are very different kinds of shows, but it's so funny to like smash them together.
Wasn't Cheers like your first big television event that you saw?
That's the first show I remember like seeing the season finale and being like, it's all over now.
I guess this also comes from a love of TV, and also not just TV, but also older TV.
Yeah, the best of TV is what we think.
The golden age or whatever.
Sure.
I'm trying to think what the most contemporary reference is in Blippo. It might be like Talk Soup. I think is like the latest thing that we were kind of like drawing inspiration from.
Yeah, and that's a kind of more of a 2000s.
Yeah, it's like a aughts.
But
mostly
most of it
is 80s, 90s.
80s
and like underground TV, like cable access and public access.
Oh, right. Yeah. And would you say that you guys really like the 80s and 90s a lot? I mean, or let's just say the 80s.
I don't know if it's that we really like it, but it's...
You just like older stuff more.
No, it's just like we're older. We grew up with that stuff. It's what we're more familiar with. It's what like raised us. I was raised by TV.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
And
And JJ too.
But I also just think it is better.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it is better than stuff. I mean,
you said it.
It's like there's a level of craft. I think about this a lot in terms of like Star Trek, for example. Like the height of Star Trek on television, it's like everyone involved is like the best at their job. It's like the people building sets are like the best at building sets. The people doing costumes are like they're like, but it's like a physical level of craft. Whereas now there's like whatever, it's computer. And like you don't have to.
Yeah, well,
It's like a bit more hand wavy. You know what I mean?
It's also harder. Like money is tight for everyone everywhere doing anything.
Yeah,
it's
for
harder to do.
Things are more cheaply made now. It seems.
Yeah.
And so
and you can
I think
feel it when you turn on the TV. Like
well,
things
also
looks like shit.
And there's so much stuff now. There was less stuff, so it was better stuff. I thought this recently that social media platforms seem to, and no disrespect to anybody who thrives on social media, but
it's okay.
that it does seem to reward quantity over quality, right?
Yeah.
And just it seems like if you post a lot, you will get pushed more by the platform.
Sure, totally.
Yeah. By design.
But if you are really precious about your stuff that you put out and you only want to put out stuff that you think is really good, it's not going to get seen really because it's not going to get pushed because it doesn't think you're using the platform enough to push it.
This is like the definition of our career.
But that's well, me too, actually. I mean, and although I'm trying to be less that way now, actually. Lately.
Less precious?
A little less, a little bit. Nah, not really. I'm still pretty precious, I'm a precious guy.
You are so precious.
But I feel like that parallels all of media kind of, It seems like there's just so many TV shows now and so many movies. And granted, people can make movies easier now. People have access to equipment in ways that they didn't in the past. But because of that, there's just a lot of mediocre crap out there. And I mean, there was definitely mediocre crap in the 80s, but
for sure.
I feel like there was better quality stuff.
Totally. The lower quality stuff is better quality. I was thinking about this today, like, the internet's great promise was leveling the playing field. That whole, you hear that, leveling the playing field. But that means that now every single person making anything is on one plane of existence. Yeah. And the loudest, most frequent people are the only ones we're seeing. Like, why would we want to be on one giant plane with everybody?
No, there should be like a little hole that like one guy can just go in.
Yeah,
and
like
a little mountain
little
someone
islands.
else can stand on.
I think that we've been like working our whole lives to create like tiny little islands that people could just hop on. Instead of
what's the opposite of leveling? Like bumping the playing field.
What
a bad idea. Though.
Extreming
terrascaping the playing field.
Something like that. Yeah,
I was gonna say like TV today. It's like it's all good. Like you watch it, you're like, wow, it's a good show. Like, wow, I'm watching it, I'm absorbed. But then as soon as you're done watching it, it just like leaves your brain. Like it just like evaporates from your brain, and you can't remember anything about it. Whereas there are things that I watched on TV when I was like 12 that like are so like, I mean, maybe it's just an age thing too, but like that are like in there forever.
You had to it is kind of like this. They still do have shows that they only release week by week, but they usually are shorter shows. But the idea that you for 22 episodes or something, you had to go week to week and wait for it and think about it for the week or whatever, and not just do it all in one weekend. I mean, some shows you can just do in one weekend. But that you had to invest for a longer period of time. I think that makes them maybe made them stay longer.
That's why we wanted to do this like this. That's why like Playdate's already existing like weekly model made so much sense for TV. Yeah, so like that's how it was, and it gives people time to like look at everything and use their attention in like a different way.
An intentional way, yeah. But there's something about like the way TV shows used to, a lot of TV, because of that, like where it's not like designed to be binged and it's something you see once a week, like they have formulas to them. Like there's a structure that's like the same in every episode of Columbo or whatever. Or every episode of Star Trek. It's like you're comfortable in that box, you know where it's going to go. And there's like a feeling of like that shape is like wearing itself into your consciousness, and then you just fill with different stuff every week. But it, like there's an enduring form, you know? That's what I loved about writing these shows, is that they were like beginning, middle, end. Like they had these little like stylistic
you know what I kind of miss from TV in the past, and it seems like every show nowadays has a different motivation. But nowadays, every show's episode ends with some sort of cliffhanger or something, or something that makes you want to watch the next episode. But it's motivated by because you want to see what happens. But it's not about because it feels like it's less about. Because it's a good show. I mean, the show might be good, but I feel like in the past there were more shows where I wanted to watch it because I knew it was going to be a good show.
Yeah, and it wasn't. You knew you were going to have a good time.
Yeah, and it wasn't about. Oh, I gotta keep going. I gotta see what happens.
I think that's like app stuff, like using addiction.
Yeah, it's manipulative.
There's this sort of manipulation there with the newer show. A lot of the newer shows where I gotta keep watching. I gotta binge this or whatever.
Or like the autoplay, like immediately plays the next episode.
Yeah, or they just want to get you. They want to get you sucked in on this this thing that's I mean, look, it takes talent to write something that is engrossing and it makes you want to watch something, or but it is, I don't know, it feels like, if I want to watch a show because it's just good, that's, to me, there's something
that hits different.
Pretty admirable about
So there's another thing happening that we haven't talked about. So all of these shows have multiple episodes every week, but then we're not really telling the story show by show. We're telling the story at a system level above everything. So the entire cable package, the story's happening week by week through all of the shows. So there's a main narrative that's happening that percolates through every single show.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay.
And that felt just like looking at an electronic program guide and thinking about how TV used to be like appointment television and like you showed up every week. We thought like, there's a different like macro way to do that hasn't really been done that felt super exciting.
Right.
The meta narrative.
You're learning about the events, the world events of whatever world this takes place in, which
Planet
is some
Blip.
sort of
Planet Blip.
Planet Blip. Okay, yeah. And so there's, and that's for people to sort of figure out.
Yeah.
That's
not
the
just
game.
That's the game. Jonathan's always saying that the game takes place in your mind, which is like such a funny, like, which is true. It's kind of like when you read a book, like the story's in your head.
Yeah.
It's
play
the
a
same
puzzle.
thing.
You're not doing the puzzle. You're doing the puzzle here.
Yeah. So dumb. But it's true. You're like figuring out the story.
Yeah.
And that's what's fun about it.
How long did it take to, I guess, first of all, how long did it take to write all these? Well, and did you also both who was coming up with the different show ideas?
We came up as a group. We came up with like the slate.
Everybody, was coming up.
We'd have these big meetings where we just like had index cards and we're like, we'll be a funny show, basically. And a lot of times we'd like come up with a funny name for a show and then we'd like figure out what it was.
Oh, really?
When I first like drew out the idea of the programs and all that stuff, I just like wrote down some placeholder names of shows. One, like a couple of which are now in here, like Psychic Weather, just like sounded like something that I would want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then we built a lot of shows just around the funny names.
Yeah.
But then as a group, we came up with like the big macro narrative together.
Yeah, so it's like we came up with a slate and we came up with like what the through line story would be
over the weeks. Yeah.
Well, we came up with a big story and then we broke it down over the X amount of weeks.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, my job was to like turn that into 550 small scripts that told that story. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like through the language of like 55 different styles of television. And I didn't write any of it ahead of time. So like we basically had such a tight production schedule that like we got the okay to like do this. Yeah. And then it was like, okay, we're doing this. And I was like, I would like write a show and then we would shoot it. Well, I would write a show and then we'd like talk about it and read it together and cast it obviously and do all that stuff. But then we would shoot it. And then like the next week I would write another show and we'd shoot that one. So like the story was figured out ahead of time, but like the way that the story comes together was figured out on the fly, kind of. Like it would be like I would like know that like okay, like this new show is going to carry a lot of the story.
And you were writing the scripts week to week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And we thought we had to be done in like 2 or 3 months, but then it ended up taking 2 years.
Yeah, obviously.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing.
2 years in the.
It's actually 5 years. So like the concept was 2020, and then it just launched now. So that's I guess 5 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we finished shooting.
But production was 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
We finished shooting the end of 2024. No, end of 2023.
Yep.
And then all of 2024 was post-production.
End of 2023 is when you finished shooting?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when we shot the Wake Up Universe was in
23, yeah.
23.
Yeah, it was like in the summer of 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought, God, time flies. I mean, I
know.
thought it was last year.
The last couple of years, man. Yeah, then we spent like since 2023 to now, like all of us editing
the color version.
and then making 2 versions of this game simultaneously with 2 different developers. So there's a black and white version, there's a color version for Steam, and we were developing them simultaneously.
You mean there's an enhanced graphical one that's black and white?
No.
Like
okay, so there's just this version, and then there's gonna be a full color version
for Nintendo Switch and for Steam,
which is a completely different it's the same mechanic, but it's like it looks different. It's like delivered differently. It's like it's soup to nuts, like from the ground up different.
Yeah.
And okay? So it's obviously the color version. By the way, it still looks old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
I saw the color versions of Wake Up Universe.
Yeah. It's all shot on like analog broadcast cameras, so it still looks like old.
It still looks cool, is what I'm saying.
It looks cool as hell.
Yeah.
It actually looks hard.
And you know what? We knew that like people were gonna love the way 1-bit video looked. So in the color version, you can with one button you can switch to 1-bit mode.
Oh.
Which we're calling low data mode. So
okay.
If you want to keep it 1-bit, you
keep
can.
the feeling alive. Yeah, you can.
And so this is something. Do people just have? What's been the response? Like what's been the feedback, and how do you access feedback, or what? How do you?
We lurk Discords.
Yeah,
we lurk the Discords.
Discord, Blue Sky, Reddit.
There's
YouTube
Reddit
comments and emails.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's incredible.
It's mostly happening on Discord, which is a space that I'm not really super familiar with, and I'm not really like I don't really understand like is it okay if I'm looking at the Discord? You know, I'm like as the person who wrote it.
We're not participating in any of the feedback. We're just lurking.
I'm just watching.
But
like,
it's
oh my
like
God.
it's the most intense and positive and deep immediate response to anything we've ever done before.
Really? So just beyond. Oh, I forgot to ask you about the music too. But by the way, sorry. Do you know how long we've been going actually?
33.
33. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
I want to ask you about the music. Sorry.
Yeah.
First of all, that seems so. That was another impressive thing. Was just all the music, which I assume is all original music, right?
Yes.
None of that is music library stuff.
No. But that was music libraries were a huge inspiration.
Sure. Yeah.
So specifically, like 70s and 80s music libraries.
Yeah.
Like KPM and.
There's music for all the shows and jingles and everything.
Yeah.
That's so.
And
it's just crazy to me how. That's what's crazy to me is that I think people don't. I think they probably don't realize, or they lose sight because they're short shows.
Yeah.
They don't realize how much goes into making just the short show. That the graphics and the theme songs and stuff.
Yeah.
So
and the Foley and just also the audio was also.
What's the? Did you both do the?
I didn't touch the music.
Rob did most of the music.
Yeah.
Rob. Okay.
So
yeah.
Shout out to Rob Keysweater.
He's been on this podcast.
He's been on the show. Yeah. Bobby Birdman.
Yeah.
Great musician.
Huge,
he did. It's like
we're huge fans of him just as a person, but also as a musician. Even though he's been in our band for over 10 years, like just as a solo musician, I love his work so much, and I feel like this is the first time that like I really got to see him shine again since his solo records as Bobby Birdman.
Oh, really?
It's cool to see like what he does.
He is out of control.
So he did a lot of the music.
Yeah.
He did most of the
too.
music.
Yeah,
Jona did. Yeah, Jona did like I don't know what the breakdown is. Like 20% of the music.
Yeah, I probably did 20%. Yeah. Some shows I did, but he did majority of it because I was also like doing all the graphics and then project managing the 2 games that we were designing
and doing all the sound
and all the like just I did the like production sound. I had to do all the sound for all the actors and everything. But Rob, the music is out of control.
The best.
Who did Wake Up Universe?
Rob did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's
I did
a great
the sound
one.
effects and I edited that too.
It's a family affair.
Oh, we're gonna see Wake Up Universe in like 3 seconds.
Oh.
We're just here it comes.
Okay,
so this is Movie Maniacs.
Yeah, now we're gonna go right into here it is, Wake Up Universe.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Oh.
Shot at fisheye. That's an analog broadcast.
And
Tipper Newton.
That's Tipper Newton.
Amazing. She's such an amazing. I mean, you guys were so good together.
And you brought Tipper in because we asked you like who should be.
She's just a very talented actress, filmmaker, musician also.
Right.
And,
yeah. Oh my God, she's so good.
She was so good in this. She really embodied. I mean, you guys are both great in it. Obviously, you played really well together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm tired.
Yeah, it's a morning show.
Oh no, I've got a little.
Get it on until the break of dawn.
Yeah.
That's the one episode when you're not tired. But the whole running gag with you is that you're tired. You're a morning show host and you don't have it. You're not a morning person.
Right. And I'm not in real life too.
Yeah, well, you're typecast.
Wait, for real? I see you as a morning person. You're not a morning person?
Really? You think that?
See him as a morning
Why would you think such a thing?
I just feel like you're put together in a way that like a morning person would be.
I'm so not a morning person.
Like when do you wake up normally?
I don't even want to. It's embarrassing.
Just say it. It's fine.
Well, it can get pretty bad where I'm going to bed at my worst, I'm going to bed at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. and waking up at 4 p.m. or something like that.
You're a
different things,
You're a night owl?
And you really didn't think that about me? That's interesting.
Why would I?
I don't know. I see.
That's
feel
pretty
like
extreme. That's
I
like
feel
real
like
night owl.
I feel I exude a nighttime sort of.
Are you kind of like offended
energy.
that he thinks you might be a morning?
Well, no.
person?
I mean, actually, maybe it's a compliment because maybe that seems kind of more responsible or something like that. You know. I mean, look, I'm definitely uptight and I'm very straight. Laced about things.
That feels like morning to me.
Right, I get that, I guess. Yeah. But no, I mean, look, I think my dad's side of the family, they're Romanian, so maybe there's something vampiric about us or something. And I think I'm not the only one. I know that my aunt was a night owl as well, and
so you're just like up all night. You're like on the computer.
I'm USA up all night.
Exactly.
Remember that?
What are you doing though?
Just different things, different things.
You like cleaning the house, or you like watching TV?
I'm not cleaning the house. I'm usually getting sucked into something on the internet,
Okay.
or I don't know, working on something or editing something or something. I don't know. There's just always something that will keep me up.
So you have that.
Or playing a game, maybe.
Do you feel out of step with the world since you're a night owl?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I always call it. my brother and I came up with this phrase, which we thought could be the title of a movie, but our tomorrow, the rest of the world's today.
That's a title of a movie?
Yeah, which is about people who stay up late, you know?
Our tomorrow, the rest of the world's today.
Yeah, movie? So because we'd stay up late watching
that. There's a better way.
There's got to be a better way.
Our tomorrow, the rest of the world's today.
Yeah, that you need.
Our tomorrow is your today, maybe.
Our tomorrow. Our tomorrow.
Already impossible to say.
Like,
our tomorrow,
comma,
the rest of the world's today.
The rest of the world's today.
The rest of the world's today.
Yeah, okay. You know, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you with that.
Basically, the idea is that you stay up late so far that it's daytime, but it's for us. It's still if we're talking about tomorrow, it's not. It's going to be later. That hasn't happened yet. Like the next day hasn't happened yet, but it has for everybody else.
Wait, so it's 9 a.m. You've been up all night, and for you, that's today. Is what you're saying?
No, that's not. For the rest of the world, that is today.
Yeah.
But for us,
that's yesterday.
It's the previous day.
You should just move to Australia.
For us, it's because you're still in yesterday.
It's okay. Let's just say
because for you 9 a.m. is still.
Let's say it's Saturday, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Say we've stayed up all night and it's 9 a.m.
This movie's called Time Zoned. That's what it's called.
Oh, boo! That's too good.
We've stayed up so late but it's still Saturday for us.
I do get
that.
But
for everybody else, it's Sunday. But so for the rest of the world, it's Sunday. But for us, it's still Saturday. Yeah. But meaning, if we're talking about tomorrow, if we're talking about Sunday, that's tomorrow for us. But for everybody, it's today. Right. It's happening. Right. Something like that. Anyway.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's got legs.
Well, okay. Anyway, no, I stay up late.
I saw your brothers perform, and I loved it so much. I hadn't seen them before.
Oh, really? Where did you see that?
At Whammy. This was like last year.
Oh.
Yeah, like August last year.
Oh, wow.
At George Chen.
I'd never seen him.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out George Chen. Talkies.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I saw him recently.
That great show.
Max and Nikki, they're called, in case anybody's interested.
What's their deal?
They're twins, and
they are they performing?
They live in New York. Yeah.
They live in New York.
They live in New York.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's why I had only seen them once.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a duo. They wear suits. You know.
Oh, I loved it. It was so good.
You hadn't seen it.
I was out of town.
Okay.
I was out of town. He was like going to comedy shows while I was out of town because he was lonely.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
You don't do that normally. You don't. No. Why don't you both want to go?
No,
to
we both do. But
we go through waves of comedy shows because it can be hard. You know.
You mean comedy can be hard?
Yeah.
To watch.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
As an audience member, sometimes.
Have you gone to a lot of bad shows?
Oh yeah.
No, not a lot of bad shows.
Sure we have. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I'm very sensitive.
Sometimes you just have a streak. It's not bad, but like sometimes you go and have a streak of shows where it's just like people are really struggling, and then you just feel like if you're empathetic, you know, just like it kind of like drains you.
Yeah, it's hard.
You know, people aren't getting laughs or like they're going through something.
You've gone to a lot of shows where people are struggling.
Yeah.
Really? Where?
I don't know about struggling.
I'm not gonna name names.
No, but I mean. Not
free
names
shows,
of people,
but
you
go to free shows.
You go to the free shows.
Are there people
like working on new material? It's like not quite hitting yet, and like I'm not struggling like.
Are these comedians that I know, or are they just random people?
You know.
I mean, oh really?
I don't know.
Okay, interesting.
You know who? No, I'm just kidding. It's not like that.
So
I think we're just really sensitive. We're just like sensitive when someone doesn't do well. When someone bombs, like it just like devastates us, and I don't know. I just can't really deal. I have to like go through.
Well, you know what? You gotta just go into it thinking, you know what? This is part of the. It comes with the territory, and
totally.
You know what? Just learn to love it. You know.
I just think as musicians, we can relate to the feeling of like audience not connecting, or it's just it's triggering, is what it is.
I wonder though, is it? I feel like you feel it more when they're not connecting to your comedy than the music.
Sure.
It's definitely more brutal for sure.
You're a person just out there.
Well, it's also with the music. I feel like you're just doing your thing, and maybe
it's
people are not.
Already,
They're probably not. They might not be connecting to it, but they can't. I don't know. I don't know. It's not as obvious how well you're.
It's not as real time.
Like, the laugh is like a devastating metric, obviously.
Yeah.
With music, it's like, what, they're not dancing? Well, what if you're not like making dance music? Like there's no other way to measure really like how much they cheer at the end of a song.
They can boo. Right. At both places, they can boo.
They're empowered to boo,
or they can talk. During your performance, which is an indicator of something. But also though, well, I mean, if you're in a band. At least you get to go down with somebody else, but if you're by yourself, that's
the band used to just be me.
That's right. Yeah.
He would come back.
Do you ever feel like? I'm sure you feel sometimes that like winning the audience is like that's what you're you like that. You're addicted to that feeling of like winning over an audience that's hard, that's difficult, that like.
Oh, when it starts out challenging and then turning around.
Yeah.
That's cool, but it's not. I don't want to have to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, ideally they're already on board from the beginning. You know.
But were you ever at a point where like you really loved that feeling of winning?
I thought it was cool if it happened, but I also I wouldn't prefer that. I mean, I wouldn't want to say, okay, I want to go in and. I want a challenge here. I don't want challenges. I don't want to challenge them. I don't want them to challenge me.
You know? You want a hot crowd. I
just want. Let's just make it easy, guys. You know, come on.
This could be easy.
I'm just here to make you laugh.
I should say that actually. If they're being challenged, like, come on, guys. Let's make it easy. Let's make it easy on both of us.
Jonna had this idea to like start a stand-up career where instead of like telling jokes, it's just about like amusing people. So you like come out of the gate and you're just like, don't worry, you don't have to laugh. Like
that's not what this is.
That's not what this is. Take a break, chill. Like I'm just here, I'm just gonna amuse you. And then you can just like
work in the context of a comedy show though. Like it comes
just like don't worry about like disappointing me. I'm just like here's some amusements. Like take them or leave them.
I had some bits, but I don't remember them.
Yeah, they weren't bits. They were amusements.
Yeah, they were amusements.
Meaning they're just kind of interesting, fun ideas, or
also like some stories,
or some actual visual pieces.
Oh, like a visual?
Pieces, no, like audio pieces, like some audio magic, maybe like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
describing a magic trick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like close your eyes and like imagine 3 golden rings.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
because that's easy.
Imagine 5 golden rings.
Because like the story is up here.
4 turtle doves.
Yeah.
You know, it was a Christmas thing.
Christmas magic. Yeah. Has anyone done that? Christmas magic? I feel like that's got legs.
That feels very Copperfield. I there's a Christmas magic.
I mean, doves are kind of Christmas coded.
Have you guys seen
Christmas is already magic.
Oh my god.
That's true, actually. The magic of Christmas. That's a phrase. There's a reason that phrase exists.
Yeah, that's true.
Look. Here's what I'm thinking is.
Yeah.
Why don't we wrap up the main episode and go to the extended version of the episode? And we can maybe talk about some more specific shows.
Yeah.
Sure.
And also, I want to ask you guys about something that some rumor I heard floating around on the streets about you too.
What?
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
If that's,
Are you trying to just get people excited about the Patreon
episode? No, it is actually a real thing that's kind of interesting to me.
Oh, okay. That's a little terrifying.
Wait, you want to do some gotcha shit right now? Is that what you're doing?
We don't have to talk about it, but I heard there's something about a toothbrush. I don't know. I'll just say that.
What's about a toothbrush?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Peeing on a toothbrush? Does someone pee on a toothbrush?
Let's find out.
Okay.
If you want to find out, we're going to continue on with Claire and Jonna. You can we do extended versions of the episodes. Okay, it's at patreon.com/poundcast. Okay, not to be confusing, but it's still the Poundcast. It's still Poundcast, but it's not the Poundcast. It's just Poundcast. POUNDCAST. And you get the episodes also a couple days early there, and there's also sometimes other little tidbits there and stuff. If you want to watch the show on YouTube, you can go to youtube.com/Brent Weinbach podcast. And if you want to, I think that's pretty much it. I think. Now, where do we? Okay, if people want to check this out, they don't necessarily need. They need a play date for the time being.
For the time being, yeah.
In September, that all changes.
Okay, where do you get a play date?
Playdate is the website.
Play.date is where you get a play date.
It's really fun.
You get it, and then they release what you just download seasons of games.
There's hundreds of games now.
Yeah.
Look, I know this. At least I think for the first season of games, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lucas Pope did a game for it, and
so fun.
The Return of the Obra Dinn was one of my favorite games of the last decade. And he did a game for the Playdate, which is probably good.
It's great. It's great.
You played it?
Yeah.
Have you played a lot of the Playdate games?
We've played some. Honestly, we've been so busy that we don't
imagine,
have time to do. But we're definitely surveying the scene.
Yeah,
what people are doing and stuff.
But it's
what's the Katamari Damacy guy's name?
I don't know what his name is.
But he made one for season 1. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Crank controls time.
Oh wow, yeah,
so
cool.
You're a platformer, but
that's a really great game.
Oh, cool. That's neat. Yeah. So I think people are using this Crank, element or whatever as they're using it to service a lot of the games.
Yeah, it's great. There's a lot of great games.
A novel way.
There's a really great community around it. It's very sweet.
Like community is the best.
Yeah.
People
are super into it.
When does this come out on the Switch? And it's also And on Steam as well?
Yeah, Steam and Nintendo.
You can wishlist it on Steam right now. Please do that.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please
so,
do.
What's the deal? When's that happen?
September.
September, yeah. Fall 2025. We don't have an exact date yet because it's just going through QA.
Yeah.
But
So that's done then.
Yeah.
Ish. Yes.
We can show the subscribers a little bit of that footage if you want.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever you want to do. Happy to do it, show anything, you know.
Done.
And anything
It's
else?
not like done.
It's not like done.
Now, when it gets released for Switch and Steam, obviously that doesn't come with a package of games or whatever. How do people? Would they just purchase it individually?
It's a freestanding game. It's a slightly different system logic for how you experience the content. So it's not like it doesn't come once a week in the same way that it does for the Playdate.
It doesn't.
No,
it's you can navigate back and forth in time. So it's more of a game. Like once you've watched, I don't want to reveal too much, but once you've watched enough stuff, like you can unlock the next week of content, and you can go and watch that.
Content.
I don't know. It's second nature.
Material. Let's say
materials.
Okay,
you can unlock further materials.
Programs.
So wait a second. So you have to unlock the next week's shows.
Yes.
Yeah. But you just do that by watching shows. So once you've watched enough shows, the system determines that you know the plot well enough to see what happens next.
I see. Okay,
so
interesting.
You have to watch the shows that are carrying the plot, and it's not.
It's different every week what those shows are and stuff.
And I guess if you put it all together, I mean, if you've got 55 shows and there's
it's like a 6-hour movie.
It's a 6-hour experience, which is really that's the perfect length for a game. Actually, a game that's 3 to 6 hours, and if you can do the game in 3 hours and then do all the bonus stuff in for a total of 6 hours, that's it. I like that.
I like that too.
But okay, anything else people should know or people should look at?
In general?
I guess when it comes to you guys.
Oh, no. No.
Yacht, check out the band.
Oh, the band Yacht, I guess, is a good band.
Claire just wrote a cool piece about the history of FMV games.
Oh, yeah. If you're interested in this kind of game, I'm a journalist, so I wrote a big, long article about, the history of interactive.
Like what?
Did you know the first, arcade Nintendo game was two 16mm projectors projecting a cowboy that you shoot called Wild Gunman? That was their first
projectors.
First Nintendo, arcade.
Really?
Game. Yeah.
Oh,
there's a long history of
video
interactive forms of cinema or ways in which video games are incorporating live video and there's kind of an intertwined.
The projector, they would project what a live cowboy?
Yeah.
I mean
a film
video.
of a cowboy.
I mean it was a real man. It wasn't.
Graphics. It was literally 30. I think it was 16 mil. No, was it 35?
What year was
16.
that?
Late 70s.
Yeah. Wow.
They have two projectors that were hidden in a cabinet. And then you have to do a draw.
And this was something that was at sort of carnivals stuff?
It was arcades.
Arcades.
Yeah, in the late 70s. It was
Nintendo's in the late 70s?
Yeah. It was Nintendo's first arcade console. At least
wait a second.
in the US. Arcade cabinet, sorry.
So this came out at a time when there were video games.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
Really?
I mean, there's
what's in the 70s? What
Pong.
Well, no, Tetris. I mean the 70s there was there was definitely lots of arcade games in the 70s. I mean, that
so it's like
ones that and they're classic.
Ones that we know and we can all name.
I mean, I think 1980s is when Donkey Kong came out.
Yeah.
And then but I think that probably Space Invaders came out or before that, and maybe Frogger came out before that. And,
Frogger.
And Pac-Man probably. I mean,
Pac-Man.
I don't know. I have to look, but it's not.
People
there's
furiously
definitely a lot
in
of
the
video
comments
games.
Pac-Man is the 80s. I honestly don't know, but there's the point is that there's a long history of these kind of live action types of experiments in games that go back to the very origins of video games.
The reason we have ratings on video games is because of an FMV called Night Trap.
Yeah, for Sega CD.
Yeah.
Night Trap. Yeah, that was probably around the time. I feel like I paired Night Trap along with Voyeur. There was a game Voyeur.
Yeah.
Super Shark. You ever play that?
No. I haven't played any of those games. I just know about them. Night Trap. Did Night Trap have Corey came in it or something like that? Corey Haim was in
Dana
it.
Plato from Different Strokes.
Oh yeah, Dana Plato. Okay,
yeah. There's a lot of famous actors in those kinds of things. There's
and there still are. There's
a Mark Hamill thing. Tim Curry was in a Frankenstein game for
Mark
Sega.
Hamill. He was in the
Wing Commander.
Wing Commander. That's it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But check out this article. It's Pioneer Works /broadcast.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah.
And also thank you to Mike Merrill, who's kind of behind the boards today.
One of my favorite episodes of your podcast ever was the one that Mike did about working at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I thought that one was
That
like,
was a
you were
good
both
one.
in the pocket. It was so interesting.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting subject.
And that was pre-Employee of the Month, right?
It was.
Yeah, you heard about that. Okay.
Yeah, I heard about it, and
update
I thought, oh man, too bad that didn't happen. I mean, whatever. I'm happy that happened.
Yeah.
And also, thank you to Ben Stewart and the Hollywood Improv Studios or whatever. I don't know what it doesn't have really an official name, but thank you for hosting us.
Nice, beautiful space
here. And also thank you to Jack Birch, who's also behind the different boards. And also thank you to Jona for you're kind of behind the boards too, even though you're sitting here too, right? A little bit.
I'm back there right now.
He's really good at this kind of thing, so
there's
no big deal.
A lot of people are just
I'm here to help.
There's just a lot of behind the scenes action.
And shout out to the whole Blippo Plus team: JJ Stratford, director; Kiki Stash, costumer; Joan Gray, makeup; Ronnie Levi, props; production design; Dustin Moreau, developer; Mark LaCroix, developer.
Yeah.
That's
Panic. What's up?
Mike, executive producer. I don't know. Sorry, it's such a collective effort that I just want to make sure that
check out Blippo Plus on the Playdate or in the fall on the Switch or Steam.
Wishlist it.
And we'll see you next week. Otherwise, we'll see you in just a little bit in the extended. My name is Brent Weinbach. Thank you for watching, and thank you, Jona. Thank you, Claire.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.